Hi, this is Brad Ott, Director of Instruction out here at TPC Craig Ranch in McKinney, Texas, with a video here for golfswing.com. Today we're going to talk about a long bunker shot. Right now I've got a distance of around 90 feet. It's around 30 yards to that flagstick. A lot of green to work with. And I want to talk to you about one of the more common mistakes that I see some of my beginner golfers, amateur golfers, and sometimes even intermediate to advanced golfers make whenever they're in a bunker. I've got two wedges here. I've got a 59, it's actually 59 degrees. It's a 60-degree wedge. I've been at 59. And I got a 53-degree, what some people would call a gap wedge or a sand wedge. It's either a strong sand wedge or a weak gap. So I'm a 3-wedge person, so I go 59, 53, 46. Some people have 4 wedges. The reason I'm showing you this demonstration today is I want to teach you a couple of things you can do around the greens out of bunkers that's going to make some of these longer bunker shots much more easy to hit. Long bunker shots, and really for that matter, bunker shots in general, give people a lot of stress. For the long ones, I think I can help you with some of that stress. What most people do when they get in a bunker, for that matter, is they'll grab their 60-degree wedge, their most highest lofted club. Just so that we're on the same page, the word sand wedge is an old term, so whenever you're talking sand wedge, those really don't apply to today's standards based on the fact that some of the wedge companies, really all the wedge companies, have mastered lofts, bounces, grinds to work out of bunkers around the green. So you can be just as successful out of a bunker with a 60-degree wedge as you can with a 48-degree wedge these days. So I'm going to start off with that 59. And what I'll see a lot of people do when they have this long bunker shot is they'll set up to it and they're going to try and fly this golf ball almost 80 of the 90 feet. So it'll look something like this. They'll come in the bunker and it's going to take a pretty good size golf swing, and that ball will fly almost all the way there. Now, I was pretty successful with that one, but for the most part, that's a really big stroke. That's a very long stroke. And I always subscribe to the theory, if you watch some of my other videos, especially my chipping and pitching, the bigger the swing, the more that can go wrong. If you can minimize the swing, what you're going to find out is you can be more consistent, and your errors will minimize as well. So I'll take a 53-degree wedge with this shot now. And what you're going to notice the swing is very small. It's not going to be a very big swing. So what's going to happen now is there's going to be a lot less that's going to be able to go wrong here. And what I'm going to do, also to prove a point here that's going to help you kind of understand what we're doing, I'm going to try and miss hit this shot a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit a little bit too far behind it. The reason I'm going to do this is when you have a lot of green to work with and you use lower lofted clubs, you have more room for error. When it comes to flying the ball 80 feet or almost the whole 90 feet there, you've got a small window. You must hit right around that 2-inch mark behind the golf ball. If you hit 3 to 4 inches behind it, the ball's going to come up at least halfway short. So you're only going to get the ball to maybe go 40 or 50 feet, which is going to leave you a 20-foot putt. If you get a little too close to the ball, because of all the speed you produce, the size of the swing, that ball is going to go way past the hole, most likely even over the green. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a 53-degree wedge, and I'm going to hit a little bit too far behind it just to kind of prove a point that this is really not, and I kind of let go. And what you're going to see is you're going to see the ball just kind of roll. It's going to roll out. I hit that a little bit heavy, and it looks like it's going to end up around 3 feet of the hole. Now, if I'd have caught it better, it probably would have landed a little bit further, and it still would have been around the same spot. So what happens on these longer shots, if you use lower lofted clubs, your room for error starts to grow. And that really goes across the board when it comes to chipping, pitching, and bunker shots, especially long bunker shots. So next time you're in a bunker and you have a long shot, a 60, 70, 80, 90-foot shot, 30 yards from you to the hole, consider using other wedges than your highest lofted wedge. I think you'll find out is you're going to have more room for error, you're going to get the ball closer more often, and the stroke's going to give you a lot more confidence.